No Name Nationals 2025, here we come. Good morning, friends. It is Friday the 19th of September 2025, and I am headed to Sikeston, Missouri for the No Name Nationals. I would have liked to have been, hey, look at that sun in the background, isn't that beautiful? I would like to have been there yesterday, which would have been Thursday. A lot of people sign in, get set up, go to Lambert's, which is fantastic. But unfortunately, I had some deliverables to get done at work, and so I didn't do it. Nevertheless, we are headed that way. We got Dougie Buggy strapped up. I'm bringing with me a trophy. I probably can't show it in this video right now, but a trophy I'm hoping that nobody takes home, because you have to really tear something up to take this one home. Anyways, I'm hoping and praying for a nice, safe weekend where everyone is accident-free. Our equipment is accident-free. Let's hope that. I really hope Dougie Buggy doesn't tear up anything, because I did not enjoy screwing up my output shaft last year with the Smurfmobile. So let's see if we can not do that. All right, guys, I'll see you guys at the track. Well, hey there, folks. We made it to the track. Dougie is underneath an awning here because, as you can tell, it's raining in Sikeston land. That's all right. We're gonna go around and talk to some of our friends. And anyways, I'm using this Acaso 7000 Plus today, and I'm gonna try something. So my little ingenious brain came up with a mount, and I'm gonna mount this baby on there, and we're gonna get some views of going down the track. I think it'll be pretty cool. Let's check her out. All right, gang, good news. The rain has stopped. So that puts us about ready to go do our group photo. They are finishing up drying the track off, and we're gonna head on out there. But let me show you this little dandy I forgot to show you when we come in. So yeah, you see that? I had to stop on interstate because a little pinion or something come out of this, and I'll be darned if she didn't drag. This is an excellent reason why you should never blast loud or rap music on your radio all the time. You need to occasionally listen for sounds coming from things, especially if you're pulling a trailer. We stopped and we zip tied her up. We're good to go, at least until we need to roll this around. So anyways, we'll get the picture and time trial. Alright, we got the cars are beginning to line up. We are far from done. We got some cool entries. Look at that beauty. 340 Challenger and a Grand National. These are way underappreciated. So cool, so cool. The A-Team is here. Model T. Roadrunner. Was that a 69? Yeah. And a beautiful 68 Charger. Oh, how I wanted one of those when I was a teenager. That's a sweet Mustang. Mr. O'Brien, my buddy there in the Datsun, he's going to bring it with his carburetors, his Webers. Really cool inline six-cylinder, six-shift. Did very well in the brackets last year. We'll see what happens this year. The Cruda, Mohawk 62s, lovely Scamp. Alright, and we got the Outfits 327 S10. That thing, it's probably going to do a wheel stand. We'll see what happens. Alright, guys. Great stuff. All right, gang, we just captured a couple runs there in the test and tune. Let's see how we did. The very first one wasn't horrible. We ended up getting, let's see here, a bad reaction time. We had, let's see here, a 0.43 reaction time, not good. 8th mile ET, 9.1. We could do better than that. With 73 mile an hour. I actually went, I had a slightly better time, but pretty similar last year with the Smurfmobile. And I think I was running 75. Now that may just be I'm not shifting where I need to be, whatever. Second run, oh, that was a stinker. I don't know what happened. I was staging and it seemed like forever, and I think I let off the clutch slightly wrong. We got a 10 on that one. Not great. Halfway decent reaction time of 0.18. Tell you what though, let's see here, my 60 foot is better. I was usually getting a 60 foot of like around 2. I'm a little bit under that at 1.8. Not horrible. What does that mean? It means we're doing a little bit better on our traction, but we got some room to improve. Smurfmobile may be heavier. I don't know, but I could definitely do some better driving. I think we have a slight tune issue with a little bit of lean somewhere. Anyway, we'll figure it out and have fun. All right, well, we went back for round 3 in our test and tune. Let's see how we did. We actually, believe it or not, it wasn't horrible. I kind of fell flat on my face on the second run. I don't know what happened. But nevertheless, we came out pretty consistent, which is what you want if you're bracket racing. 60 foot was a little slower because we spun a little bit off line. The 8th mile was 9.18, which is exactly what we had on the first run. 73 mile an hour. So pretty darn consistent. In tomorrow's little bracket, if it works out and we dial something pretty similar, we'll be dialing like a 9.2 or I'm sorry, 9.1. See if we can take out the win. Anyway, we're gonna go watch the real bracket racers. I'm gonna hold off on that one. Anyway, see you later. Hey guys, having a good time. Made 3 runs and done all right. Didn't do too good on my second one, but we're having fun. I'm not gonna compete in the main bracket. There's too many automatics running, but we'll definitely be running it tomorrow. So see y'all later on this evening.
211 RT. What a great reaction time out of the challenger. It might be all done for JB. Miles an hour, next 118. Trying to get deeper into the 5s. He hooked it up hard this time. Gonna blast it out the back door on a fresh surface. How about a 654 at 98 mile an hour? He got out of it early. watch this way. And hang on, because we're going to go for a ride. Short wheelbase. Doesn't sound too clean. He's going to have to do a little tuning, but still.
Well, gang, it's day 2, which is really race day for me. I brought my crew chief along. He's making sure the helmet is properly set for my head. Anyways, my head's a little messed up because we just idled up the carbs a little bit. I wasn't liking what I was seeing when I was sitting in the staging lanes, so I idled up about 950 RPM. I think, at least for this event, that's a good idea. We took her down the road and seems to be running okay. We'll see. Here in probably about 15-20 minutes, we'll be doing test and tune. Let's do it. Mr. Crew Chief, what are you helping me with out there?
Cleaning the tires.
That's right, because we want to spin, but not too much, right?
Yeah, we want lots of grip.
Or we break things with lots of grip. Been
a
there,
little
done
bit of
that.
grip.
All right. What a good helper.
At 92 west miles an hour. 64 miles an hour. For the 38 racing Chevy pickup truck. Here's Terry Carlson with Keys Good Times Garage, 1967 dark pink block car, and the Dougie Buggy. That's Kyle Burpo, the 1972 VW Sandrail. Terry's going to get there first with a 7 flat, 98 miles an hour. The Dougie Buggy rolls through at 74 miles an hour with a 913 ET. Myrick is going to get there first with an 837, 82 miles an hour. And a 909 at 78 miles an hour for the Duct Tape Garage machine. Here comes the Dougie Buggy once again. Paired up with Ray from the Chevy S10 pickup for 38 Racing. You'll see this S10 pickup truck in our Triple Crown Series at noon today. Should be a good one. .851 at 83 miles an hour for Ray, and a 913 at 73 miles an hour for the Dougie Buggy. Here comes the Tesla again. Gonna wear out. Chevy Wagon. Big block, manual transmission, and a long roof. Great combination. Can you have to put a little 1,000 here?
I just turned it on. How did it look? Pretty good. Yeah. That was the fastest of the week. Alright, let's look and see what we got through to. Alright. First pass.
960.
Reaction was an 05. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not me. Is that right? Oh, yeah, that's right. I had a 1.7 on the second one. Wait, no. I had the exact same reaction time. Similar 60 foot. Man, I'm running a 1.96, so I'm gonna dial in a 9.1. See, here's what you want to do in bracket racing, right? So you're wanting to get this time as close as you can without going over. Yeah. So I never have gotten faster than this, so I think if I do a 9.1, I might win it. Yeah. So I'm very consistent. That's good. That's really good. That's what we want. All right, boy. I'm gonna let her rest. I'm gonna dial All right, folks. I am in the Saturday brackets today, and I earlier went through and won the first round of that. And I might add, I didn't do too bad. My ET was just a smidge off, a little more than I'd want to, but nevertheless, I won out. But I was tickled that I got a .011 reaction time. That's pretty darn good for the stick shift. Trust me, it has nothing to do with my skill, I can tell you that. Then come round 2. I think there's only going to be maybe a third round on this one particular bracket. And old Kyle here, old cultured redlet. It happens, you know. I think what I did was I deep stage, and a lot of times I will have my handbrake on and I just took it off. Whatever. I redlit by, well, I don't even remember, but I didn't even give it much gas after that. I went on and I was like, yeah, forget it, we'll save it. So, nevertheless, I am a little disappointed in that. However, I am not disappointed that Dougie Buggy is going to be leaving on a trailer today unscathed by the racing environment, unlike last year where we screwed up our output chain. So yeah, I am having a good time. I'm enjoying it with my son, my crew chief, and he's been very helpful. So yeah, what we're going to do is we are going to finish out our day watching some good hot rods racing. We'll load up the trailer, and here in a few hours, we got an awards banquet. I have a trophy that I know darn well who is going to get. I am presenting that to them, and we're just going to be a good time of fellowship with friends. So that's it, guys. Dougie Buggy has been good to us, and we're going to take Dougie Buggy for a ride on the sandbar here before long. So, all right, I'm going to end that right there with that, and maybe we'll get some video later. All right, boys and girls, I'm not out yet. So we finally come together, conglomeration of folk. We're getting together a stick shift class. This is what I was hoping anyways. And Dougie Buggy's back in it. So let's pray to the Lord that we don't break nothing and that we make at least a round or two. So, to be continued. Well, in stick shift bracket round 1, red light again by only 200ths of a second. Whatever. Anyway, I've had fun. We still didn't break nothing. So, on to the awards banquet. First of all, I want to say I really appreciate John and Dallas and Deke and Ron. You guys are amazing. It takes so much work to put on something like this. Yeah. But anyway, with that said, yes, the Failure to Launch Award. So last year I got the opportunity to finally get my rear end on the drag strip, and I did that with another air-cooled Volkswagen railboat. And did a little bit on Friday. On Saturday morning, had a little snafu, and we snapped the output strap on the transactor. Volkswagen transactors aren't exactly the strongest. I wouldn't put it up against the John Hope. With that said, I went to John and I said, hey, I know you like to put parts on your wall, and how about this? He said, you know what, I got a better idea. I'll let you make a trophy out of that and bring it to next year's event. So that's what I did. I took out the differential from my little Volkswagen, and I thought, you know, that looks an awful lot like a Mercury. So, failure to launch is the reward. And it's one of you don't want to walk away with giddy. But as it would turn out, there was a failure to launch today, or at least not very far. Our good friend Jeff from Two Hats Garage takes that away because he shucked his ring gear. Not a fun thing to do. So Jeff had to leave early, but we're going to leave it with our illustrious Big Kitty. He's going to see it. Oh, Jeff next week. So Jeff, if you're watching this anywhere, you're awesome. We love your channel, and you can bring us back next year and give us some other poor soul if you like, or decorate your office, whatever you want to do, Joe. So, thank you.
All right, so Jeff from Two Hats.
Well, guys, we are back from No Name Nationals. I'm trying to get a little walk here before it starts raining and before work. It's very important to get out and get your heart rate going. Anyways, we had a great time. We're bookending our 4th annual No Name Nationals journey of 2025. Boy, did I have a good time. My son had a good time. That should say a lot. When he comes up and says, Dad, thanks, I had a great time. And without me even have to ask him, that means you got something. You know, I've seen lots of personal growth in a lot of the people there that are part of that No Name family. And it was nice to see some new faces that were just blown away by how friendly and how enjoyable of an event it was. And it is. Let me just say, if you you know, are considering sort of joining that group and kind of getting your 500 subs, then I highly recommend it. You won't find a more loving automotive community and accepting, as long as you're a halfway decent person yourself. Nevertheless, I had fun. It was a success. I was a little disappointed in my red lights, but whatever. You know, I don't take myself that seriously. I'm not out to win a prize or whatever, just there to have a good time. And so I had a good time. Didn't break nothing, as you saw. Dougie Buggy will run another day, thank the Lord. So yeah, I had a great time. What's next? Oh, whew. Well, I'll tell you what's immediately next. As you know, every year I do piano for a musical in the fall. We're doing Grease this year, so I'm actually maybe helping fix up Grease Lightning and give it a paint job. We'll see, but I'll be busy doing that. Oh, for No Name next year, I'll tell you what the big push is. I'm thinking, other than me doing a little bit of street legal additions onto Dougie, like windshield and wipers and all stuff to meet the minimum requirements, I'm kind of done at the moment. I just want to enjoy it. But the Plymouth has got to get back on the road. It's been 3 years now since she's rolled on the street. My dad said quite poignantly, son, if you want to cruise with me before I die in the Plymouth, you better get going. Well, he isn't wrong, so that's the push. Wouldn't it be cool to stick a ball hitch on the back of the Plymouth and pull a buggy or some other sort of something to race down the track? I like it. I like the idea. I think it's where we're going. And beyond that, who knows? You know, the Smurfmobile, I've got a 5-rib bus tranny for it that needs to go in there. It needs to go somewhere, and a 5-rib bus tranny is pretty strong, pretty well geared. So we could do that. I don't know, and possibly stick a turbo. Might experiment with a turbo at some point. That's just wishful thinking. We'll see. But the dragster, I've sort of set the dragster aside. There are more important things in life, like the Plymouth, to do. So we may do that. that dragster, I had most everything I needed to get it going, but I've been thinking about different engine choices for that. It would be fun and fast, but we'll see. Let's just get the Plymouth done first, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to end it today. And man, I had great. Thank you guys from the No Name family for sticking with me, welcoming me, and I had a great time with you. I can't wait to see y'all again. So until next video, we'll see you.